Welcome to the Ultimate 2v2 Fundamentals Road to Grand Champion series. In this series I will explain a fundamental rule every couple of episodes and highlight that particular fundamental throughout the gameplay. This series is going to prove a lot of people wrong, and the point I've been trying to make for the past 8 years now, that playing fast does not mean anything. And to prove so, I will be the slowest player in every game. After each match, we will compare the speeds of myself to my peers to prove that I'm the slowest. However, there is more. I have amassed over 1,147 hours of coaching at the time of saying this. And I've made a lot of notes and discovered a lot of things. And I am bringing all of those tips out this summer in my Ultimate Rocket League guide. If you don't want to wait, head over to the link in the description to get your hands on 3 pages for free, which will explain the fundamentals for the first and second man roles. Let's get into today's games. Yo, we are 11-29. We are champion Tier 1 Division 3. We have been the slowest player in all but one game, which is my bad. And that was a game that was particularly hard due to the throwaway of possession and the constant funneling at the net, and I had to keep catching the ball up. It was a very difficult game, that was. Again, I think we're proving our point now. I don't think there's any... That's a great shot. That's a great shot. I don't think there's any doubt here from anyone that, you know, we've proved our point. Yep, could not get back. That's a shame. That's my bad. Didn't expect that hit off the ceiling. So their teammate is 989 rated. I don't know if that's true or not. You never know what's going on in this game. We're going to close down the distance. What's the name? Okay. So on the outside, they're taking it across. This could be a good player. That looks pretty good to me. We're going to take it inside to outside 50. But yeah, they're doing a lot of good things there. Wave dashing off the walls. Good control. They got a flip reset straight away, and there's our opening. I got it. There we go. Great pass. Okay. Good job for them to leave it. We had plenty of time. What I didn't want them to do was come from this angle. They could probably have scored that, but I've seen a lot of people miss, and we can just drive in a straight line. So yeah, interesting stuff. So we're going to grab this, come up onto this inside position here and chill. We're going to chill. Inside to outside. We're here. Don't need to move. Inside position. We've got to slow down there. I'm really glad that happened. So did you see me slow down? Hold on. The double jump. So I did that slow down move, alright, because I had then gone onto the outside of the ball. Really careful to watch for on the lateral dribble. When you're doing, well, if you remember the Pacifist System, you know that you get shown that. I think week 4 we go over a lot of the lateral dribble stuff, and week 5, and that's one of the moves I like to do. This guy's got a lot of things. So yeah, this guy's potentially smurfing here. But my teammate, he was having none of it. He said, nope, I'm not allowing that to happen. This pinch is going to come across the middle of the net. We're going to have to leave it because it's so quick. And we're just going to come into this space here. Take this ball and then just flick it. They're on the outside, so it means we can just dribble them away. One of the things with the outside is you can counter it quite well with some of the demos and stuff. And we're here. And then I'm here. That's good from the teammate because we can come in, inside to outside, and I can come again, inside position, and again inside position. Nothing there can get between me and the net. That's called goal side position challenging. Okay, and we're here. Up, and we're just going to crack it. We're just going to crack it. Nothing special here. And again, I'm using my air roll, my drift air roll button when I do that, out of habit. Interesting. They're doing a good job with their comms here. Again, we don't throw ourselves in like our teammate just did, because now who's protecting me? So now I've got to throw myself in. And I didn't want to do that. But these guys now, we have to be cautious. Like I say, they could be Grand Champ for all we know. Now right there, little tip. Put that into the corner. Grab that boost, buddy. I'll do it. What you can do is if you see someone going for a bump or a demo, early on, you can quickly take that. You can almost reverse into them to take it. And what that does is they hit you before they get to supersonic or before they get up to boost speed, which means it's a less effective bump. And yeah, it's quite a good play, that is. So they got the moves here. What a shot. Really nice shot. We might have to hover here. Yeah, this does not look like what you'd expect. People have been complaining about me flicking the ball. And that's what they're doing. So I don't know the rules here. What's the rules? Okay. Flipping flopper. Okay, I see. We're going to grab this. We're going to go up, 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 up. They're off the ceiling here. And there we go. They're out of the game. We're going to take that to our teammate. I tried to get across and take a side flip. Just couldn't get it. Teammate was a bit wide there. Oh, no. Don't play their game, buddy. Because that's going to mess us up. We don't need to do silly flip resets. Don't get excited because you saw a flip reset. Okay, come on. Let's just beat them with the fundamental skills that we're using here. That might bounce. If it bounces, yeah, I was going to say that's awkward if it does bounce. We're here. Notice that little move there, guys. Again, the free air roll. We might be able to project that. I was thinking, oh, yeah, they're pushing forward a second man every time. Makes it so difficult. I'm going to have to hit them into it and try and come there. It's that pushing forward that's really making it tricky because I can't track back in time. There we go. We're back in position. That's why I ended up with a fast game last time. The second man is pushing so far forward, which they shouldn't do because the kind of idea is you give them an opportunity. Okay, let me take this. Dun, 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 dun. Go on, buddy. Nice. Nice job. Fundamentals. Good positioning. Really good positioning here. They went down the middle pretty much. They're behind me, which is massive. Okay, I can pass that, but I can't pass if you're in front of me, and I'm getting 50'd. So that's smart from them to take that. And this is really good for us. We're going to take that. Great pass. Again, nice and fundamental. We're watching the whole time. They're close, which they should be. A little bit crazy there. They kind of wanted to go back to net. We're going to move forward. Got that boost. Again, oh, that's great. That's amazing. That might even be straight in. Yeah, nice shot. And just like that, the power of the kickoffs are coming in. People watch RLCS, right? They can happen anywhere, guys. And again, they've gone early. That time they hit it. But again, when you do go early, it doesn't really give you a whole lot. Going to push that there. That'll give them a whole lot. That was terrible for me. And I'm here. Flipping flopper. Trying to, you know, smurf possibly. Or maybe they are just a freestyler. I don't know. Look at everyone in the corner, guys. Get ready. Get your cameras ready here for a goal. What did I tell you? That's the pacifist system. The system that doesn't work because everything's situational. But I called the goal about 6 seconds before it happened because I knew exactly what's happening because it happens every time when they go into the corner. Every time because I tell you that because it keeps happening. Okay? Okay. Right. Next game. And again, we'll check the stats at the end there. I feel like we're doing a fair amount of mechanics. Like that guy hit the double flip reset or whatever it was, the flip reset. I've just been shooting and flicking on target. Hopefully that sort of, you know, tells you a story. I mean, I'm not against the mechanics, but I really think you should learn them after a certain point. You know, you don't want to be learning your mechanics straight out the gate. You really want to be getting your fundamentals down because that's going to help you. Like, you're going to understand the positioning. I do understand people saying that if you learn loads of mechanics, you can skip positions. Not entirely true if the whole team's playing in a system that's going off the percentages. Like, it's hard to explain an analogy for this. But we got Troy again. I think that was our teammate last time. He seemed pretty good, especially when he backed off and went central for that passing play, which was really fantastic. Right, that's bad from us, so we're going to go to the outside. Now, notice what's happened there with their second man. Right, they're AFK. Oh, they're back now. They were lagging. Okay, so these are things you want to take into account. Nice, Troy. Really nice. Real simple. You know, when Troy saw them do the flip reset, didn't he get excited? He started doing his own flip reset. And he whiffed the ball. Now he's seeing the fundamentals. He's saying, wait, you can just do this to Grand Champ? Yeah, buddy, of course you can. And that's what we're teaching you. Flip. A side flip. Now I'm here. I'm going to flip in here. Turn, and we should be good. Nice. That's difficult, but we're here. We're going to go up. And a nose back and up there. You want to get your aerials. You have to do as little as possible in the air. You will sometimes have to use that air roll, but usually it's just at the beginning. You almost want to, it's almost like a tornado spin to what you need. It's really good. Yeah, that's really good from him. Get a bobble on that ball, which makes it extremely hard to read. We're going to go deep net. You see that second man there? Move in here. There's the panic. Oh, well played by them. Didn't expect that second man to go in. Yes. Can we get him to own goal? Try and turn him off. Go on, Troy. That's so my bad. That there, I didn't even mean to hit him. But look at you, we managed to take him out. Oh, never overcommit as a second man. That's classic. But it's all situational. They never do it. Yeah, okay. We're here. We're here. This is going to be tough. Nice, Troy. Well played. Troy's playing brilliantly. We're okay now. Apart from these lags, man. I don't know if anyone else is getting a lot of these lags. It's so difficult with some of these rubber manding. I'm going to back up here. Right. Now we're going to go here. See that rotation they did there? It's not bad. I'm not a massive fan of it because it makes it difficult for both players here. This is going to be tough. That's a nice shot. That is a really nice shot. They took the middle, and this is again the danger of playing like shooting for the net was a good idea there in all honesty, but they just went a little bit too wide for it. No problem. Grab this. I think we should have time to get back here. As long as they don't dive. Yeah, well played, Troy. Right, this is good. Quick flick here. We got span, but this is fine. I was going to say, they are going to be in a bit of chaos. Chaos in camp, we call it. Right, this is difficult. Troy, you're in the corner now. That's really tricky. Because again, where does the ball go if you're in the corner? It goes to the middle. Really tricky. Almost get a goal out of that because we're defended in net, but second man could have had that opportunity and it would have been much easier, but I think Troy's done it. We can do that. There you go, Troy. Come on, buddy. Oh, Troy. Maybe that was too hard for him. I don't know if that was too much. I do worry about sometimes going for some of these goals. Here. You could go off the ceiling there. Gonna fake it. Watch for ground pinch. He took it. That's funny. Oh, dear me. What's going on here? What is going on here? Troy, watch out, buddy. We're going to kill this ball onto the ground. Now, I get this vision. This lovely vision. They dive in. That surprised me. Ball's in the corner. They're both wide. This is an opportunity. There it is. How do I keep calling these opportunities? Unlucky, Troy. I think you got tangled. Funny how I know when there's going to be an opportunity. Based on this strategy that shouldn't work, apparently. That's good, though. We didn't want Troy to take that because we don't want Troy diving from the corner. Got space. Hook shot. Nothing special. No height on that hook shot. But we've had a few opportunities to score here. We could have had an extra 3 goals, but it's fine. Now that's dangerous. Now this is really tough for me. Troy, go on, Troy. Oh, dear. Oh, Troy. You do it again. So the reason that was still dangerous is that either needed to be a drive demo or a side flip challenge. I don't know if you remember a couple of episodes ago, I said how dangerous drive challenges can be. I'm going to have to grab this boost. And that's an example of it because it sort of can pop it up in an awkward position. Go on, Troy. Go on, Troy. Troy, looking good with the fundamentals here, buddy. Hopefully they don't spawn there. They do spawn there. It's a bit unfortunate. We're just going to pop it up then. And we're going to grab this. And I'm here. Getting the bumps, that's absolutely fine. Again, they're sort of committing into their own corners. Go on, Troy. Go on, Troy. Nicely done, Troy. Troy is killing it right now. Call this guy Troyzilla. He's absolutely smashing it. All right, here. Going to push in, but not fast. There we go. And now we're moving away near the ball. That's fine because they put it into the corner. But you see, now he's picked it up in the corner. It could be dangerous. We could do that for him. But again, Troy's just... What am I talking about? Troy is on fire. But notice, even that, all of our goals have come from counters. GG. Is that Div 4? Of course, we'll check out the stats after, guys. Did we check out the stats last episode? I think we did. Let's have a look. 11:38, 11:39, not there yet. Not sure what we need to get. Possibly one more win and we've done it.
The lessons taught here mean that I could get on straight away by developing the basic skills that I already had when I arrived. And now I have a deeper understanding of the game, how it works and how I can use that to my advantage.
We'll work together to identify your goals, address weaknesses, and fine-tune your pacifist skills so that you can achieve success. With scalable resources to ensure a comprehensive and effective learning experience. I hope. But yeah, we've escaped the difficulty of Champ 1, Div 1, Div 2. That's the hardest rank I think there is for the most nonsense you'll see in this game. I'm not sure why. I really am not sure why, but now we're getting quite smooth. Troy was great. Hopefully we get Troy again. I'm really happy with Troy. It took a while. You know, I think we're on a big win streak again. I'm not sure. No, maybe not a big one. Maybe 5 or 6. Maybe 8. I don't know. Here we go. Again, we notice. Let me take that. That guy didn't go for the kickoff. That's fine. That's fine. We've blocked them as much as possible, but the dive in is going to cause an opportunity for the opponents. We're going to move that inside to outside. The dive in from them has caused an opportunity for me. Unfortunately, I don't have the mechanics. Shock horror. Right, we're going to move here. And we're going to grab this. Again, you can see the difficulty here. We're into the inside. They're going to throw it into the corner. We expect that. Teammate isn't in a good position though, and we can see that because they were sort of lingering over there. So we saw him just for a split second peripherally. And speaking of peripherally, I'm watching that second man, seeing what line they're taking. Again, notice how much effort my teammate takes to get out of net here, and which leaves them with not a lot of boost. There we go. Again, we wait in the net, which means we get this ball. Like I say, as you get up the ranks, you can double touch that if you want. For now, we're just going to start showing you the offense off the back of it, and you really could be scoring goal after goal if you believe in this method. No problem. It happens. Usually me doing it. Alright. Oh. That was a bit of an interesting fake. We're here. Down here, inside to outside. That should be fine. And it is. There's quite a lot of MMR difference between us two, which I'm a bit confused about there. But we look like we're the same rank. I don't know. Okay, we're here. Inside position, so we've got to watch out here. Here comes a shot. Now that's awkward. That is really awkward, yeah. That's really well played. Because they didn't go for net, you can tell they're getting a bit better now. They didn't go for net straight away, which makes it hard. Again, we can just flip it around the back of them. Similar, by the way, to what you would do like here. If you want to sort of imagine you play it over the top of them like that. The similar thing. Again, yeah. Hopefully teammates in a good position. Well played. Brilliant positioning. We watched them. I thought they had that. That's great. Really good from the teammate. That could be a goal. They're panicking in defense compared to us, which is good. And they always will. And that's going to come wide. I'm going to wait here for now. Nothing really to pick up there. I can grab this. Bit too heavy on that touch. I think we both faked each other out there, so we're going to go for that. Take this guy out. Open net. That's a shame. No problem. Side flip. Could be okay. That might be okay. Oh, good reactions. So unfortunately, teammate missed that. We're actually going to take that because that guy's coming in there. And we don't want to be just holding the... You never want to put the ball on top of your car in front of the net. You're asking for trouble. We'll take a 50 there. But yeah, if teammate didn't miss that one, that's a goal. But for us, so that's good. We're creating open nets. That's unnecessary because it's a wide dive, but again, we don't have to... Oh, my days. Open net. There it is. To the open net there. That's what you're after. That's what you're looking for. Second man, so close and wide. Instant open net. We're flicking for now because it's Lieutenant Flick, but you shoot that. It's a much quicker way to score. The net's open. Generally, you just want to shoot it. Oh, maybe we get our own back on the... Oh, see the bubble on that. We're just going to chill here. Oh, that's a shame. Inside to outside. You have no choice. Yeah, you have no choice there. That is a shame. That is a real shame. I'm surprised we lost that kick, that 50 there. How? Oh, that's so unlucky. That is really, I've got to be honest, that's about a 1 out of 100 chance, I really think. Because we got a second touch that didn't count on the game. But unfortunately, we missed that open net there as a team. But that's good. We've had 2 open nets, so in the end, we're just going to start hitting them, I would imagine. That's because they push forward. See how the ball now goes behind them. So that's interesting to know. Okay, we're going to be in a difficult situation now. Yep. So difficult situation because they took the boost, no problem. If they didn't take the boost here, we could have took that and moved with the ball. But they stopped and they sort of went down. Again, it was a close one. I suppose you've got to trust them to be able to do that. But we are getting quite a few team mistakes here where we could have had a few goals and a few non-goals for them, but that's fine. Again here, just going to try and put that in. Good bump from them. Could have definitely gone quicker and scored that. But that's... Right, so he's coming in for this demo. So we're going to take this. There we go. Oh, that's so close. That's a shame. Oh, that's a shame. Nice. So yeah, I had to leave that. The only way around that would be to double jump, and I didn't want to do that because I think that is a bit too mechanical. I'm going to go here. We should be fine as long as they don't come into the corner, which they are. This is what makes defending really tricky. You're going to bump them into that to help them. But now they're reaching it. But that's got to bounce. So that's going to be hard to save. Yep, nice shot. Really good. It's a funny shot off the bounce shot. It's an underrated shot, this is. When you bounce it like that, it's almost like it continues to creep away from you. Okay, we really need a good kickoff here. We don't want to throw these draws or these leads, really. I feel like we've thrown quite a few of these good positions. Okay, if they went for the demo instead of the shot there, we're scoring because that guy's got no boost. They're on 0 boost, this Akram guy. Got him. There we go. All about the strategy of knowing what your opponent needs. As soon as we saw that guy not pick the boost up, we know he's on 0. Quicker I can get there, as soon as that guy messes up, doesn't really matter. He's now the last man. I've isolated him, so I can challenge the ball. He's under the ball. He's wasting time. Just take it. Okay. Nice 50. Grab this, and we're going to wait. Going to softly touch this, and then there, onto the outside. Then here, same again. Oh, that's a goal. Nice. Crazy idea from the teammate here, because obviously we're on it, but again, the second man was coming from the corner, so it's actually a smart idea. GG. Yeah, it was. I mean, we missed 3 open nets. I think we had a kickoff goal. We had that 50-50 that, you know, freak 50-50 that was, and we still pull it off there. And again, it's the same principles, isn't it? And we're still not default. Okay, that's interesting. I'm actually going to see how many we've won here. Okay, we're on an 8-game win streak here. I'm actually quite surprised that we didn't get the promotion there. 8-game win streak. Let's see if we can beat the 15-game win streak that we've had. And like I say, we'll check all the speed and the stats afterwards because it is taking a while. Inside to outside. See if we can tangle that guy. It's going to be difficult. That was difficult again. Because that side flip went sort of towards the middle. Again, it was sort of, the positioning was good. The point of contact was on the outside, so it pushed it in. It's just interesting to know that kind of stuff, guys. We're here. We're here. We're here. And I'm in line. I'm just going inside to outside. And we don't have to worry. Now, here they ask the question of themselves. Can I do the aerials and the mechanics and stuff? Okay, nice. We're here. This guy coming in. Inside to outside 50. Nearly, teammate. Notice it went central there when we won it. So if we lose it, it will go behind. But we won it there. It went forward. We can turn here. And again, I'm taking these sneaky 50s. I did say I'd start introducing them. Where we'll take 50s directly to the opponent's net using their car to sort of pinch it in. That's really good from them because what they can do off the back of that fake is they can actually keep sliding and go for a bump. Nice teammate. My bad. I think I got too close there. Doesn't matter. Nice shot. I think I got too close there so they couldn't go for the hook. That's bad from me. Yeah, right here. Yeah, that's really bad from me. Good from them. I mean, that... that's actually a good shot. It's unnecessary, but now that is a good shot. Very unnecessary shot, but very good. All right, we're gonna let them take that then. We're here. That's so funny. We're here. When he starts to cut in, we want to try and pincer. There we are. We could have easily sided with that. I'm sure you'll agree. If he gets the flick off, you can sort of double jump behind it and push it. That's defending from behind. That's a bit more advanced and something we'll get into. But all of this comes from the fundamental defending. You can't learn, like, here you go. That's kind of like defending from behind. You can't, not really, but you can't learn it until you learn the inside stuff, the slow play, the funnels. You can't even get to that stage. So a lot of players, they only learn diving. They miss out on all of the levels of the fundamentals of the defending. You don't even get to teach it because they don't believe that this is actually the thing to do anyway. Just fake that. If I was more aggressive and assertive, possibly could have got something going. Now look how wide they are. Shoot it. Oh, a couple of post-its there, but should have been a goal. You're better than me. You'll score those. But notice the net was wide open. I just hit it. I got a bit of a habit for hitting the woodwork. But they backed off, and they backed off wide as second man, which means I can do that. Stop it. Power slide into that. Open here. We're going to go up. Shoot. Nicely done with the bump there. So that's a really nice move. You go up, they think you're going to air dribble it, and then you just shoot it at the end. Soft touch. That is actually Fairy Peak, who used to be the best ones player. That was his favourite move when he was the best ones player. That's a bit dangerous. They didn't necessarily need to hit that. We could have took that. We're here. Oh, this is going to be a goal. Wait for it. How does he call it again? Every time. Have you noticed this, guys? I'm really consistent at calling a goal about 5 seconds before it happens in a game that's situational. Even though I'm in the same position and they're doing the exact same offense, so I know it's already come in, people say it's situational. By the way, it's not situational, guys. You just have to create the same situation over and over by doing very obvious things that we're teaching you here. Well, not obvious. They're not obvious. You wouldn't know. But when I say obvious, as in like they obviously make sense is what I'm trying to get at. No, they are actually difficult to figure out. I mean, this took a long time to figure all this stuff out. This whole system took a while. It's a real good move, that is. You just put the ball on your car and then you drop it off. And again here, just don't panic. Just don't panic. But I want to be able to move back towards my net. It's really important here. See, I can support, grab here, match the height of the ball. Doesn't matter if they go, because there's no one there. Because we've forced them to collapse. And what they've been told is that you need to keep pressure in the corner. And people will say it's the right play. It's not the right play because it genuinely doesn't work out. If you're a Grand Champ 1, you might think that's the right play. But as you get higher in the ranks, you can actually tell how easy it is to defend that. And you can trust me, it's not the right play. A lot of people will argue about that. But, you know, trust me. I've been Grand Champ here for like 25 seasons now, whatever it is. Not too much has changed. There's that move again. It's the same move. Like, would we like to do it later? Yeah. But what he was doing really well is he sort of offered me a situation where he could have demoed me. Now, here's an interesting one. We get up the backboard as first man, which we're meant to do, and notice that our teammate pulls out of a good position to come involved. Now, look exactly where that ball went. If I was second man, I would have already said there's going to be a goal now. So no, I would have scored that, as I've been calling most of the goals when I'm second man, based on the positioning. That's why that position is so powerful, even though people don't think it is, it is. Okay, we're here. We're going to fake moving in to move out. We don't need to get too close. Oh, this is not good from second man diving in. Don't need to dive if we're there. And now we're up, and I'm going to take that because I can hear them, so I'm going to flip. I didn't want to flip. Oh no, they've dove in again. This is terrifying, really, because we're just displacing us. So anytime you take a 50, you're throwing the ball away from yourself. That's why, we try not to dive. I see how they dive, and then they end up doing this rotation. It's tough, man. You don't want to do that. They tell you to, but, you know, you don't want to do that. I think we've proved it enough. We've got to be very careful here. Nice, teammate. One more for the road. GG. 9-game win streak. Okay, let's see if we get the Division 4, which I'm sure we've got to be with Div 4 now. And also, let's see if we were the slowest, which I think we would be. Now, we record 2 episodes there, so I'm praying it hasn't crashed it. Oh, it hasn't. This is good. And we are Division 4. Nice. Let's just refresh this to see how much... Okay, that's nice. We don't have to panic. Okay, let's have a look at the stats then. You can see a big score there, 900. Movement. And 48.48. And if we look at positioning, we have the highest percent behind the ball. 6-2 with Troy Zilla. He was doing well, wasn't he? Or Troy Muller. Yeah, poor guy. He's saying, stop messing up my name. 50. Dead 50 on the speed. Again, slowest player. Positioning. Behind the ball. 86. Good game. All right. Again with Troy. He killed it that game. He killed it this game. Percent behind the ball, 85. Movement, 49. So all around about that 50 mark. And 5-3 we had with Nova. Positioning behind the ball, 80. Not bad, not great though. And movement, 52. So yeah, a little bit quicker on the 52. But we're still the slowest. So I don't know how many games we've played, but we've been the slowest in all but one of them. And I think we were the slowest in that last game. But that takes a while to get through, but I can guarantee we were. So we're almost at Champ 2 now, guys, which is really impressive. I really hope you're learning from this. I know a lot of people are stuck Champ 1. It's a really common rank to get stuck in, especially the early part of Champ 1. I always think once you get past that bit, it's pretty much plain sailing. And then it gets hard again, like Division 3 GC1 till like Division 2 GC3. Then it sort of eases up again, gets hard like GC3 Div 2-ish, 3-ish. It's hard. Yeah, so interesting. But guys, I hope this is helping. I really, really do. I'm having a lot of fun with this. Again, some people might question the sarcasm of some of the things I'm saying, but I'm literally just sort of having a bit of jest at the people who, you know, think that things like 50s are just because you've got a magical ability to control your car, as opposed to its starting position that you're in, which is goal side. And yeah, and I really don't know why this sort of stuff is in a debate even now, but it is. But we're the source of truth, baby. The Red Pill of Rocket League. I really like that name. So thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Peace out. Peace, peace, peace.